Hey buddy, this is Collin, your resident mushroom-nibbling Swedish Viking in the wonderful world of Warships. I hope you guys had a great Friday. Damn, it's Black Friday today. Well, I guess you're all out on town just going ham on all those lovely sales then. So what the fuck am I doing here? I'm just talking into an empty and deserted YouTube. Great. Well, if you happen to wonder why I'm not out on town going crazy over all those sales, on Tuesday, me and my wife, my lovely warrior princess, will actually go on a mini holiday to London for some nice Christmas shopping. So I'm saving my hard-earned cash for that one. We actually been going to London before Christmas every year the last couple of, I think, 5 or 6 years. So it's a bit of an old tradition in the Collin household. One thing I always do when we are in London is to visit that big department store Harrods. And especially visit their food courts. That is truly a magical place. It's like being Charlie and walking into Willy Wonka's factory, pretty much. They have just so much amazing food, sweets, chocolates and amazing treats down there. Everything you can imagine and more. Also, I like to visit one of my favorite spots in London, which is Hamley's Toy Store. Hamley's Toy Store is a toy store in, I think, 5 or 6 floors, all with their own special theme. But around Christmas, this place is just popping with Christmas spirit. It's really like walking into Santa's workshop, pretty much. And all the elves are on crack. You will have helicopters literally flying around in the air. Radio-controlled cars driving up the walls. Magicians. There is employees running around shooting you with air bazookas. One girl pops out and pours some powder into your hand and then pours some water and poof, you have your hands full with a Christmas wonderland. You can't really go into this place without turning into that 12-year-old with the snotty nose, just being amazed at all that you see. And if that is not enough, if you visit the Shake-tastic on the top floor of Hamley's and order a Cookie Monster, you will experience the best goddamn milkshake in the world. That is the truth. So today I'm just bringing you back to that fire demon, also known as Akizuki. Oh, Karabaska! I highlighted this ship for you guys before, but this ship is just too fun not to play on a daily basis. You don't have any boring games in this one. Either you shred the enemy team, as I will do a bit of in this game, or you die in the blaze of glory. So I have just been pretty much going ham on these battleships on the enemy team. My team is a bit dispersed over the map, but we are hard focused around C for the moment. The enemy has A and B cap, so we will need to start pushing for the B cap as soon as possible. I'm just trying to use whatever I can of this smoke. Akizuki is a great ship to sit in smoke and focus down any enemy ship in. You can kill off enemy cruisers, destroyers and battleships with ease. The thing you don't want to be in the Akizuki is focused. So you can't really hard push the enemy team like you will like in Udeloy or Khabarovsk. Because this ship, as I mentioned in an earlier video, has a really crappy maneuverability, and I think actually it's the slowest destroyer in the entire game. Even with speed flag and speed boost, well, you're not gonna break any speed records, I can tell you that. But the speed isn't really the selling point on this ship. I mean, just look at these outgoing shells. I mean, this firepower is pretty insane. No ship can stand up to this firepower. I was thinking a bit about these pink shells, these special Yamamoto shells, when I started to use my Yamamoto captain on my Akizuki. Because first off I thought maybe I shouldn't enable this function, because all these kind of special treats with the Yamamoto captain you can enable or disable in settings. So if you don't want the fireworks that you will earn if you get the First Blood or Kraken Unleashed, you can turn that off in the settings. And also if you want the regular shell tracers instead of these pink ones, you can also disable them in the game settings. But I actually like these special treats with the fireworks and these pink gun arcs. Maybe that tells a bit too much information about me, I don't know. But what I first was thinking about was if people see me firing pink, they know that I will use my Yamamoto captain with, of course, has some special good treats and perks. And my first thought was that maybe that would make me being more focused than any other ship on my team, if they see that this guy can actually earn some special stuff if he gets First Blood or Kraken, as you've seen in my earlier games. But at the same time, I like the kind of effect it has, because at the same time I think when people start getting focused by these rail guns, well, not really rail guns, but I mean just this outgoing firepower and that effect that the shell arcs are actually pink as well, I think they will be a bit stunned for maybe a second or two before they start to react. I mean, they will think that, what the fuck? Have I engaged or enabled some weird mod on my game? Why is this guy shooting pink shells? And also I think it's kind of a scary effect with this kind of flaming gun arcs, and combined with the effect that I actually set a whole lot of fires with these shells. I think it's a good kind of psychological scare tactic. So I'm still rocking them. I like my pink shells. So the team has finally made it to the B cap. I will push in and lend this cruiser smoke for a couple of seconds, trying to start some extra fires, keeping the enemy at bay. Right now we are pretty even in ships. We just took the B cap, so we have a cap advantage, and the enemy have a slight ticket advantage, but nothing that we can't fix. An enemy destroyer pops up, and that is something you really don't want to do close to Akizuki, because if you stay too long, this ship will melt you down. Fortunately for me, that Leander probably had a hydro running, so we weren't surprised by those torps. Otherwise, that could probably have ended up really bad for us. So typically in this situation is don't try to push or overextend if you're on my team, because we have the cap advantage. We don't need to make stupid plays to win this game. We have the advantage. As long as we just can hold these 2 caps from the enemy team, they instead will need to overextend, make stupid dumbass plays to try and counter us. But that is unfortunately the usual mistake you see when you are in my situation in this team right now. You will start seeing guys on your team just going YOLO into the enemy team and just getting killed and ending up losing you the sure win on the game. But this time actually it looks like the team actually understands what they need to be doing, which is a wonderful and not so common thing in all the Warships. The only exception maybe is the 2 IJN brothers, who is right now sailing the 9-10 line south into the enemy spawn, totally clueless of whatever game mode this is and what our objectives are. So if you count out those 2 battleships that don't really understand what they should or suppose to be doing, the rest of the team actually are pulling their weight, which is a great thing. I am focused, camped out pretty much in the base of the B cap, trying to start to engage and scare off pretty much any enemy team that started to push in. And now this British battleship pushes in. And he's pretty close. One of the big downsides to the Akizuki is the torp arcs, as you can see here. Damn, I think I may launch them half a second to... Yeah, I actually clipped that Leander. And that is my fuck up, of course. I didn't really see that he would push in between me and the battleship, but he probably did that because he wanted to outrun his gun turrets. So that was obviously my mistake. But I complimented the Leander player in the end of this game. But I don't usually make those mistakes with torps anymore, but sometimes in these knife fights, in the heat of the moment, shit can happen. So we're just trying to delete this battleship as soon as possible. Unfortunately, the Leander goes down, but we finally make him take him out. So the rest of the enemy team seems pretty laid back. They don't really seem to want to push us, even though they have pretty much more firepower than we have, because as I said before, we have 2 I don't know what, IJN brothers down south that isn't really supporting the team effort or the objective. So they could very easily just push us to and kill us off pretty much. But they are a bit hesitant, which is very good for us. They keep their place down south in their own spawn. And as long as they do that, our team will continue to earn some nice tickets and securing us the win. So me and my fellow destroyer captain are pushing the A cap, so we will have a 3 cap domination over the team, which is a great possibility, even because I can't really count on those 2 battleships on our team making any plays or doing any effort, so it's pretty much up to me and my destroyer buddy. I see a grounded Fuso, and also this half-dead cruiser pops up, so I make quick work out of him and starting to lay some nice fires upon this Japanese battleship. First off, I thought he was just aiming at the battleships on my team, but I'm not really sure if he's actually AFK or disconnected, because he doesn't seem to react to anything. I get my Confederate and my high caliber. I set 4 fires on the Fuso, so I'm starting to change focus to the other battleships pushing our position. Just checking back on the Fuso, making sure that he's nice and lit. Earning me the Wither medal as well. And as I say in the title of this video, I mean, this is just a fire demon. This ship is just pure insanity. I'm just testing out, since this New Mexico is on fire on 2 places already. I'm just checking out what my AP can do on this ship that is slightly angled. And it was pretty nice results considering the caliber of the guns. So, pretty good game, over 150,000 damage done, 15 fires, 4 kills, Witherer, Arsonist, High Caliber and Confederate. All in all, a pretty good game. .530 hits on target. Well, I actually got beaten this game by a flint. Well done to that guy. And also, of course, complimenting this poor Leander who I actually struck with a torpedo. Sorry, buddy, my bad. So, all in all, pretty good damage output. Over 60,000 fire damage. Always nice. I want to thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please leave a like and destroy that subscribe button. And please leave a comment below if you have any special favorite places in London that you want to give me a tip about. So, if you check out this video to the right, you will see me disgrace myself trying to impress Flamu. And if you check this box to the left, you will see some nice Yamamoto fireworks on the Akizuki. And of course, the special heal. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye.